Hello everybody and welcome to the Imperial Ants channel. Today we're going to go through my terrarium haul from everything I've got from the Northampton Reptile Centre in order to set up the tropical terrarium that we're all going to get to know very well over the course of this channel. So in this haul I've got, for the main things with terrariums, you're going to find you've got two main issues. One of them is going to be producing a heat, which is a high enough constant heat without producing too much light, because the plants that grow on the forest floor in the rainforest don't naturally get much light because all the tall trees block the sunlight out. So you've got to replicate that blocked sunlight kind of dark shadowy environment. So having bright UV lights ain't going to do well because they'll scorch the plants. So I've gone with ceramic lamps. What I've got here, you have to get two products. Get the actual Komodo 250 watt ceramic heater. With these ceramic heaters, they do not produce any light. They literally are just heaters. It's like a radiator. Warms up, so actually exact same as a radiator. Warms up and doesn't produce no light, it just produces a heat. Only thing with this is, if you're going to put it in a tank, make sure no children, or if you've got other animals can't access it and touch it, because while it's heating up, it gets extremely hot. So this will leave a very nasty burn on anything that touches it really while it's on. Fortunately, this does not come with a holder or bracket, so with this, unless you've got those already, you also need to buy a ceramic lamp holder with bracket. This is just simply so you can fit it to the tank and then you can angle it however you see fit, depending on your terrarium, what your needs are, to get in the right place to achieve that level of temperature. So that is a ceramic heating system I'll be using. The other big main hassle for a terrarium like this is going to be humidity. Roughly, I'm going to be replicating a rainforest in Thailand. Try to get this the kind of same thing, because I kind of know what they are because I've been there. I know roughly what the temperatures and humidity are. So I'm going to try and replicate that in the tank because it's what I know and I've seen. So with this, the Mist King, this will allow me to get the humidity, which has got to stay between around 70 to 88%. 70 is like the lowest you really want to go though. If you go lower than that, you're going to start reducing the health of the plants. Fortunately though, with a tank of our size, I'd have to stand there for hours a day with a spray bottle in my hand, spraying the tank to keep it the right humidity. And the ceramic heater, due to it being a very warm item, actually dries out the air. So that can be a very big issue with the ceramic heater. However, with this, I can set it up, set it to the right settings, so it's all setable, and I'll be showing you all the features and that in this in its own video, so you'll get to know it very nice and well. But yeah, this is basically, so when I'm at work or I'm out for the day or whatever, as long as the reservoir is full of water and the pump's on, I can leave it knowing that the tank is not going to dry out and everything's getting the right humidity and it's all fine, all able to go. Here we have the Ministat 300. The reason I've got this is for the same kind of reason I want to have a quite an automated setup, because I am not around to keep track of this all day every day. And obviously I don't want to come home one day and find all my money and all my animals and all my plants are dead because of some mishap. So I've got the Ministat 300. I can attach this to the ceramic heater and I can set it to a temperature, and what it does is whenever the temperature reaches that certain temperature, it will cut the power to the ceramic heater, which then obviously then the temperature will start to drop down a bit. Once it's dropped down a couple of degrees, it will turn itself back on and keep the ceramic heater going. So this is a very handy addition. Also, I'm quite a paranoid person, so even though I've got an automated system mostly, I've still gone and brought myself a thermometer and a humidity gauge. Only brought this because when I come home from work, I just want something to look at, so I just give myself a guarantee that the temperature and humidity are at the right levels, and no, I haven't got to worry about the tank. Now for the very first inhabitants of the terrarium. These are my cleanup crew. They're going to be very, very important in the tank, because when all the debris, rotting plant matter, and basically anything in the tank that would cause a stench, if you didn't have a cleanup crew, these guys would eat it, turn it back into compost, which will then feed the plants, and the cycle will just continue and continue for years, I hope, if this all goes to plan. So to start us off, we've got the giant orange woodlice culture. Woodlice, isopods, depending on where you're from, will depend what you call them. Here in the UK, we mostly call them woodlice. I've seen other channels call them isopods, but they're all both the same thing. Here's the container when it's open. Obviously, what they've done is they've packaged it so they can keep it in a long time. All we've got really is basic substrate in here, and also some decaying leaf litter, which is obviously a food source for the woodlice, so it doesn't starve on its journey or while it's being stocked in the store. Got one right here, if I can just get him. So this is the giant orange woodlice. I know it may look exactly like a woodlice in the UK, and you might be thinking, why ain't you just gone to your back garden, picked up a few hundred of these and chucked them in? So it's very well not advised to put insects and plants from outside into your terrariums, because obviously you have no control of where it's been, what's eaten, so you don't really know what extra passengers you got on it, which could harm anything else in your terrarium. And obviously all these terrarium things are all for a tropical environment, and they haven't experienced, well, they're just not built for the UK, and the UK woodlice also aren't built for a tropical environment either. So that is the giant orange woodlice. Here we have another woodlice culture, or isopods if you want to call them that. Inside, tropical grey woodlice culture. So have another quick look inside. This one comes with a lot more woodlice than the giant orange woodlice. Whereas in the other one I find a few, maybe 3 or 4. In here you can see we have many. They're all different ages, different sizes. Example, we've got some really young ones in here. The quicker ones are just skittering away, running away from me. Then we also got some of the bigger ones as well. Tropical woodlice, same as ours, same as the other woodlice. Great, brilliant cleanup crew. They will eat anything, any decaying matter whatsoever that's on the surface and just below the substrate if they can reach it. They're pretty much, think of them like the bulldozers of your cleanup crew. They're big, they eat a lot, and they're very good for devouring large bits of bio waste. Where the next invertebrates we're going to show you, however, are the complete opposite. They're much smaller, probably a bit more scary, but they are very important as well. And here we have a must in a bioactive setup, springtails. Springtails are incredibly important because unlike the woodlice, springtails will burrow underground. And springtails also are kind of specialist in eating fungus, mould, and all those other nasty things you do not want in your terrarium. They'll create an ecosystem where they'll devour the mould and fungus. Obviously the mould and fungus dies down. Springtails start to die off because of lack of food. Mould will grow up again, springtails eat again. It keeps a natural cycle of high and low populations in the tank. These though, if you're going to try a bioactive setup, I cannot see how you can make one without these. They are crucial for a cleanup crew set. Right, that is it for my Northampton Reptile Centre haul. All these items were bought obviously at the Northampton Reptile Centre, but also if you don't want to travel all the way to Northampton, depending on where you're from, you can also go online to the Reptile Centre. All these products are on there. Buy them all, get them shipped out next day delivery. Just some like me can't be bothered to wait. So that'll be it for me today. I shall also be putting a link down in the description box so you can all get onto this website. I'll put a few links on there as well so you can get to the specific products, name them all so you can find them all easily. But yeah, that'll be it for this one. Until next time, this is Imperial Ants and I'm off.